Both of you guys should cheat on each other and figure out why you guys got together in the first place. What in the world? Mind blowing. Hello, beautiful lady. Yes, I am talking to you. It is Thursday, and you know what goes down here on Thursday. Wife Life with Dr. Gail goes down here on Thursday. So do me a huge favor. Make sure you're hitting the subscribe button and the little bell right next to it so you will know when I go live.
We're bringing sexy back. We're bringing sexy back.
Let's get it started. Harder, won't you give it up?
And so tonight, I want to talk to you about the worst marriage advice that I have heard given to clients in 2023. Now, this advice either was given by one of my colleagues that I had the pleasure of talking to, and they said, hey, I told, my clients to do X, Y, and Z, or the clients have came to me and they're like, Dr. Gail, this is what my former therapist, counselor, or coach told me to do when it comes to my marriage. Now, I get a chance to talk to thousands of people in a year. I'm not being funny. I do. But some of this marital advice that was given to them, it just blew my mind. And so I picked out the top 4 that I want to talk about tonight, but there's so many more, okay? But these were just mind-blowing to me. The first one is, this particular husband came to me and he was like, the former therapist, he didn't really help us or whatever. I feel that my wife cheated on me and she didn't tell the truth. And what he told me to do is to go, and he was going to set it up, and I did it. And I spent $675 getting a lie detector test to see if my wife really cheated on me. Well, let me just tell you, it did not take $675 for you to figure out if your wife cheated on you. Right? Good counseling, being open and honest, getting to the root cause of what made her might cheat on you would have been a better use of your time and your money. Okay. If someone tells you to go get a lie detector test on your spouse to prove that if they're wrong or right, and you're in counseling, I just think that was a money thing. And I think whoever that counselor was in cahoots with this lie detector person so they could get a cut of the money. That is absolutely ridiculous to me. Number 2, sleeping in 2 separate houses will make your marriage stronger. Now, is there some instances where people have to be in 2 separate locations? Like if your spouse is in the military, if your spouse had to move for a job, all of those kind of things. Now, can you have a long distance relationship and marriage that thrives? Absolutely. But you got to have a game plan for it. You got to have time to say, okay, either I'm going there or he's coming to me. What are we going to do with the finance? All of these things need to be worked out. But I don't think that you should have a long distance marriage for years and years and years. And so whoever this therapist is that told them that living in 2 separate houses will make your marriage stronger, that's a lie from the pit of hell. It won't, because there's going to be challenges, there are going to be temptations, there's going to be loneliness, there's going to be communication breakdowns. It happens when you're in the same house with your spouse. So try running 2 different households with 2 different mindsets, doing 2 different things 2 different ways, and all of this coming with 2 separate mortgages or whatever dwellings you're paying for. How in the world could that make your marriage stronger? And that would be a no. Okay. Again, can you have a long distance marriage? Yes, you can. But is it sustained for years and years and years and years? The answer is absolutely not. And I'm being 100% honest. I had a husband that was in the military. I understand what it is that he has to be deployed, but I also understand what it is when he came back. We had to reacclimate to each other because I had developed, running the household. When he came back, he had a different way of thinking. And did it cause conflict? Absolutely. So that was bad advice. Okay. Number 3, both of you guys should cheat on each other and figure out why you guys got together in the first place and if you want to be together in the first place. What in the world? Mind blowing. And I'm talking about other licensed professionals, as myself, are giving out this advice. And when the clients came to me, I had to apologize for my fellow therapists, my fellow counselors, my fellow coaches, because that is absolutely horrendous. Both of you guys should just just commit adultery, go against what the word of God says, and just go out there and figure it out. And then you'll see the value in each other and see if you really want to be together. Come on now. You don't have to go out and cheat to find the value in your spouse. You don't. You got to have meaningful conversations. You got to ask questions, and you got to figure out what happened to make you guys be separated in order to get back to find the value that you had when you got married. That's what needs to happen. Okay. And number 4, just stop paying the bills. Let everything get cut off so your wife will understand the value of the dollar and appreciate how hard you work. Now, I take it that this spouse, this wife, had a spending problem, and the husband was the only one bringing in money, and he was feeling underappreciated. And that was the case when they got to me. But who tells somebody to let everything get cut off for her to learn to appreciate money? No, you need to get to the root cause of what is making her spend. What is it? Because spending is a habit. Spending is an addiction, but there's a root cause for why she's doing it. But getting the lights cut off and letting the utilities get cut off and all those things to teach her a lesson, you're going to suffer right along with her, because you're going to come home to a dark house too, with no hot water, no trash pickup. What in the world? And so as I close this video, whenever you're looking for a professional to help you in your marriage, do some research on them, right? Look at what they're putting out on social media. Judge the tree by the fruit, right? Just because it sounds good or whatever, interview them. That's the reason why I always start off with a free 15-minute consultation to see if you vibe with me and I vibe with you. And let me just tell you this, I never coach or counsel anything I have not conquered in my own marriage. I just won't do it, because I'm going to give you practical information and application that I know work. If it's beyond my scope, it's not about the money for me. I want to see you guys win in your marriage. I will send you to someone else that I know is qualified to handle that particular problem in your marriage. Okay? I love you guys to pieces. I am here every single Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will see you next week, and Happy New Year. And my motto for this year is, God, I believe for it. God, I am looking to you for every single thing.